Hi, I'm Jeff from Baby & Co in Bristol, and we're super excited to take a trip up to Maxi-Cosi HQ to look at the revolutionary and game-changing 360 Pro family of products. We're going to be looking at the new Pebble 360 Pro, Pearl 360 Pro and 360 Pro base. I'm kindly joined by Nicola, our brand representative, who's going to go into all the details. It's worth noting that Maxi-Cosi have always been innovators in the car seat industry. They've been the first brand to bring an infant carrier to market, the first brand to bring a rotating seat to market back in 2006, and now they've brought a new innovation, which we're going to look at in a lot more detail. So Nicola, tell me a bit more about why this is so special.
Yeah, of course. So Jeff, as you briefly mentioned, Maxi-Cosi is a household name when people are first purchasing. This is our 360 Pro range. We've always been known for our car seats and having a modular system. And as you touched on, you've got your Pebble 360, which is your infant carrier, your base, and then your next stage car seat. And that's what we talk about when having a modular system, that you have one base that will use your infant carrier and your next stage car seat.
So we've already seen Pebble 360 and Pearl 360 in the market. For us in store, it's one of our best-selling premium infant carriers and kind of modular systems. What makes Pro slightly different from the normal 360?
Wow. We've got a brand new innovation that we've launched to the market in the car seat industry. We have now introduced slide tech innovation. So it's brand new, no one's seen it before in the industry, which basically allows you to install little one out of the car. It saves your back as a parent, it saves hitting your baby's head on the car, saves hitting your head. About 90% of parents struggle installing their kids in the car. Even with that rotation, people are still struggling, and we want to make parents' life as easy as possible. So that's why we've introduced slide tech.
Basically, what you'll get is the whole seat will extend out, so you're not having to kind of put your head inside the vehicle, which is going to make loading the seat a lot easier. And then we also have our release mechanism, letting this take it off the base a lot easier. Nicola, talk to us a bit more about this slide tech technology and where this came from.
Yeah, of course. So the actual innovation itself comes from the mobility industry. As you can see, the actual slide tech itself comes about 18 centimetres outside the car. You've got your slide tech just there, but as Jeff mentioned, you're still able to rotate the base using these flexi hand rotations, and that can be either side of the car, and you can just use it one-handed as well. At Maxi-Cosi, anything with a function is grey. Rotation handles here are all grey. You've got your release button here. Something quite different with this base is that you've got two release buttons, one at the front, and you've also got one at the side here. So depending on your situation, it's really convenient for you to use as a parent.
So with the Family Fix 360 Pro base, although I think most customers are going to be going for the new Pro versions of the seats, it is also compatible with the previous generation Pebble 360 and also Coral 360. So they can still attach on their Pebble 360 and it works exactly the same way. You can still take advantage of the slide tech technology. Another great option for the customers is the Coral 360. Again, perfectly compatible with the new Family Fix Pro. You can take advantage of your slide tech technology. But for me, the real benefit of this, particularly for customers who've got maybe bad back or kind of back issues, if you've had a C-section and kind of lifting's a bit of an issue, the Coral 360 is a great option where you can actually lift out the inner section. This is super lightweight now. This is like 1.7 kilos, so it's got no weight to it at all. Very, very easy, and you leave all the heavy stuff in the car. There's also a shoulder strap as well, which makes life easier. So the Family Fix 360 Pro installation, it's very, very easy to fit. Clear guides throughout the whole base so you know if it's correctly fitted or not. Any button that is an action button is clearly marked in this kind of white grey colour. So the first job is to extend the Isofix bayonets, locate them into position. Once you latch on, you'll get a nice clear green indicator on both sides. You now want to slide the base into the cushion to remove any gapping here. And then the foot prop, there's a button at the back of the foot. Drop that down to the floor, extend it down, and then there is another little green indicator on the foot to let you know that that's located correctly. And that is it. It's as easy as it can be. You've got your rotating functions on the side, so you're going to pull that little paddle. It's going to rotate around to door side, And then you've got your slide tech technology to extend the seat out. So I'm not having to bend inside the vehicle, not lifting and twisting and doing all those bad things. It's very, very easy to drop the seat in place. And then we can slide the seat back and then rotate around to the driving position. So now we want to take the child out of the vehicle. We're gonna rotate the seat to the door side, use slide tech to extend the seat out of the vehicle, and then a very easy accessible release mechanism at the front. Just lift and pull. Very, very intuitive. After a few uses, this is something you'll do without having to kind of think. It will be a natural movement for you. Nicola, what else has the new Pebble Pro version got that's going to make it easier and more comfortable for baby?
Yeah, this car seat is packed full of features. If you just pull this grey lever towards you, we've now incorporated a recline. So Jeff, where you have customers in, this is one of our most asked questions. Do you have a recline on your infant car seat? And we had the marble in the past, but this is a real difference, especially with a rotating car seat. Our recline is 168 degrees, and you get that recline when it is on the base in the car and also on the stroller. We've got a 168-degree recline as well. So that means baby is in that optimum position. They're in their most comfortable position. We really want to focus on comfort with this seat. So that's where the recline comes in.
You've also kind of increased the length of this seat. It's a little bit bigger than the previous 360 Pebble.
So originally our Pebble went to 84 centimetres. This goes to 87 centimetres. So you've got that extra growth there. We'd still say it's between 15 to 17 months of age. As you can see, you've got really nice fabrics here. You've got a really nice embroidery. We've also focused on ClimaFlow. So we know a car seat is a naturally hot environment for a baby to be in. We wouldn't want to be on there for too long. So what we've used ClimaFlow fabrics, and we've also got perforation in the side panels. So you can just see all behind here, there's perforated. And that's basically to stop little one overheating.
Like with lots of brands in the nursery industry at the moment, kind of the environmental aspects are becoming more and more important. And Maxi-Cosi are no stranger to this. So what are you doing in terms of recycled fabrics?
So our motto at Maxi-Cosi is we care for precious life, but we also care for the planet as well. This whole new family is made down from churned down water bottles. So again, we're really focusing on that environmental ethos.
Yeah, it's going to really low impact onto the environment with the production of these. So we've looked at comfort and kind of ease of use, but you know, Maxi-Cosi are a leading brand in the car seat sector. You know, safety is key for everything they do. So let's kind of dig into the kind of the safety features.
Yeah, so you can see here you've got green belted guide loops. This is an I-size infant car seat, so it follows the latest regulations in terms of car seat safety. It's had frontal, rear, side and rollover testing. But at Maxi-Cosi, we always want to go one step and beyond. And we also say safety should always be on for the parent. It should be something that they don't have to think about. Especially being a first-time parent, you've got baby brain going on. We want to make it as easy as possible. So what we've incorporated in our car seat here is G-cell technology. You don't have to flick anything out to activate it, it's all within the seat. What we kind of relate to is when you kick a football against the net, it ripples in football, for example. It's exactly the same with our G-cell protection. So if there was an impact, the energy disperses around the shell and it takes that focal point away. So again, making it a lot safer for little one. So initially, the Pebble 360 Pro will launch in the graphite, which is this one here, an all black version and a really nice green.
So we talked about the length this seat goes to. So new regulations, its length is the main measure. So this goes up to 87 centimetres or 13 kilos, whichever comes first. As your baby grows, the seat is going to grow with your child as well. So Nicola, if you want to just talk to us about the various different stages and the settings we've got within this seat.
Yeah, so as a newborn, you've got your newborn insert here. I'm just going to unattach it here. So we've got our easy in harness, which makes it really easy to whip out and insert little one in and out. It basically removes the harness really easily. You've got your newborn insert there, and that comes out between 40 to 60 centimetres. But what we've actually done is we've had this head insert separate compared to our Pebble 360. So their head will always be supported. As they grow bigger, you've got another little handle and a little grey tab here. You just pull that up and that will extend to the whole 87 centimetres. When baby's head is reaching there, you know it's probably time to turn to your Pebble 360 Pro.
It's also great As you become more mobile and you've got maybe grandparents starting to look after little one, you can get a separate base and then move your toddler seat between each base. So it just makes it a little bit more practical. You're not having to buy complete units again and again. Now, one of the things we find in store, it's the weight of these products. So if you're looking at a whole complete unit, it's 15 kilos or so, and lifting that between vehicles is really tough. Having a separate base and a separate seat, you can break it down. It's a lot lighter. So yeah, particularly for grandparents, it makes life a lot easier. So let's have a look at the next stage seat, shall we? As we move on to the Pearl 360 Pro, the next stage seat for the toddler is exactly the same as the Pebble. We've still got our 360-degree rotation, so rotate it around to the door side. And then we've also got the slide tech technology, extend the seat out towards the door. So now the access is very, very easy to put the child straight in, harness them all together, and then slide the seat back again and rotate it round.
We've got our G-cell protection again, which is that extra layer of side impact protection. Like you mentioned, Jeff, it's an I-size car seat, so it goes by the latest regulations. But as discussed, we always want to go one step and beyond. And when you feel it in store, you can really feel that extra side impact. Again, you don't have to pop anything out. It's always activated, always on. We've also incorporated air protect into this car seat. Built-in airbags that are already deployed in the headrest. So if you wanted to feel that, Jeff, you can feel them just there.
We can feel like a cushion in there.
Yeah, definitely. It's a patented technology to Maxi-Cosi. And that's basically just to give extra protection. But if there was a collision, it reduces head injury and head collision impact by up to 20%. You can see the mesh all inside here. Again, it's our ClimaFlow technology coming through.
Grows with the child. So we've said from around about 60 centimetres up to 105 centimetres. And then what's the maximum weight?
17 kg for this one.
17 kg. So we're getting towards sort of 3.5 to 4-year-old approximately.
Yeah, if you just pinch that, you can see how it grows with your child. Because a lot of people, when they first get this out of the box, they're like, how will this take me up to a 3.5, 4-year-old? But having that adjustment with the head hugger, you can see it really come out on its own.
Again, we've got that technology in the harness as well to make it easier to put the child in. You can see those reinforcing springs just to hold that harness out the way. So when you come and put the child in, it's going to be super easy. You're not going to have to fight with the straps in the same way.
You've also got a really nice recline on this car seat as well. So the recline on the Pearl 360 Pro is 151 degrees. You can recline and rotate in any position as well. Again, that ease of use.
Again, it's just great for comfort. You've got happy baby, you've got happy parents, and so that's kind of the most important thing. And we're still using the recycled fabrics in this next stage seat?
Yeah, it's exactly the same. So we've got our recycled fabrics in our Pearl 360 Pro as well, similar to our Pebble 360 Pro. So for the Pearl 360 Pro, we're first launching it in a black, a graphite, a light grey, and a cognac, which is a burnt orange colour. And then later in the year, we'll also be launching it in an Everest green, which has been really popular, and a midnight navy.
We'd love to show all of these in store to you, to go through all the details. We can offer in-store car seat fitting, give you full product training as well. So please visit us in our Bristol showroom, and we'd love to show you this in more detail. Thank you.